He looks like anyone else you'd pass on the street.
Give me your money now, sucker.
Except for one thing.
You want my money? Huh? Is this what you want?
He has a slight attitude.
No problem.
Paramount Pictures presents international Kempo star, Jeff Speakman.
Should be more respectful of our organization.
Is there a problem here?
Yeah.
Guess so.
Hey, Terminator, I don't know where you came from, but you better go back. Those guys are golden this. You're a dead man.
A tragedy he could not prevent.
Kim!
It's a signature execution. We've seen it before.
Leads him into a forbidden world with nothing to rely on but his own lethal skills.
Who killed Kim?
You cannot handle this by yourself. Who said it never hurt to ask?
Everybody in Koreatown knows Young killed Kim, Dick. Tracy?
Now, we are ready. Young and I have some unfinished business. I will finish it.
He has no gun. No fear.
Are you faster than a speeding bullet?
No equal.
No problem.
In his explosive motion picture debut, Jeff Speakman is the perfect weapon.
Okay, everyone, coming back from Stone Cold, we got another film, also from 1991, starring Jeff Speakman. Now, this movie called Perfect Weapon, I just happened to find this because we were about to review Firestorm, but real talk, that movie bored me to tears. I was literally fighting sleep trying to get through it, and I needed something to watch to just get my mind off that movie, just to get my mind off of being bored. And I come across this film that came on right after Stone Cold called The Perfect Weapon. Like, the opening drew me in. I'm like, okay, movie, I'm giving you a good 5 minutes to pull me in before I click that red X button. And within the first 5 minutes, we're giving an awesome opening credits for all the actors that's in this movie. We're gonna get to them in a minute. But what sealed the deal for me was hearing Snap's "I Got the Power," and we're seeing katas.
You know what, Eris? That's why the people are asking themselves, why y'all playing "I Got the Power" in the beginning of this podcast? There's a reason to every fucking thing I do when I edit these shows.
Well, I mean, first of all, after that sealed me, I said, okay, no, I'm putting the mouse away. I'm getting comfortable. I'm in for a treat, aren't I? This is going to be a good movie. As I had proceeded to watch this scene, I said, you know what? I have not been this pleased of seeing a kata. Like, the only person that rivals this or tops this is William Sadler doing katas butt naked from Die Hard.
I was just about to say that, man. How can you forget the butt naked katas, man? I think that was one of the drawing points for early Three Black Geeks, that we saw like being butt naked doing katas.
Because you can't establish how badass your character is unless he's doing katas butt naked.
Yeah, because if they're naked, that means they have no need for clothes. They have no need for worldly possessions. That means they can let loose.
Establish dominance somehow, so you know.
I don't think you understand how fucking clutch DjTsu was with this. Because what happened was when I was watching Firestorm myself, it was late at night. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to bed. But it was so funny because after going through Stone Cold and going through all the insane that was in that movie, I was telling myself the entire time watching Firestorm, you're not living up to it. You're not living up to it. And it's the funny thing. It wasn't that we had it. And tell me if you were like me, Eris. We didn't set a bar or nothing. There was no bar that was set.
None.
We just wanted action. Because we just left a movie that was freaking insane.
And Howie Long, I love him, but it's like, yo, because here's the thing. When I told D about like Firestorm, I was like, dog, it is ridiculous, it's crazy. All of a sudden I was like, man, you gotta see it. And because here's the thing about Firestorm. When you look at the trailer for Firestorm, it looks like it's gonna be one of those cheesy ass action movies.
Yeah.
And then when you watch the movie, it's like, yo, this shit was dull as hell.
It was incredibly dull, and that's the thing that got me because Chris, you remember this when Howie Long, to his credit, like I said, to his credit, he tried doing action just like Bosworth, and that was going to be our whole connection. Not only did we was going to do a Bosworth movie that had Forsyth in it, this was going to have Howie Long that had Forsyth in it. We had an NFL connection, and we had a really, really good character actor be the villain. So we was, we were having that going for us. But what happened was I didn't realize that Howie Long is just like his haircut. No fucking charisma. Yeah. None at all. And to be honest with you, it wasn't all his fault. The pacing of the movie was just sad. It was slow. So when I woke up, when I'm looking at this and I look down at what Eris gave me, he said, hey guys, we gotta check this out. Now, not to say I brush all shit that Eris gives me, but when he gives me shit like that, it's like, yo, Eris, we already got something planned. Yada, 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 yada. But luckily, Eris, I felt the same. Like, you know what? If this movie is better, I'm going to be fine with it. Speakman. I know about Speakman. Mako. Okay. Mariska Hargitay. Wait a minute. What? James Hong? What? Donnie Bosco? What? What's going on here? What's going on here? I got the power. Yo, I started foaming at the mouth, and my eyes rolled into my back of my head, and I fell out. I was like, Eris, you clutch motherfucker. Thank you. Already. And I said it, this movie could suck from here on out. But what we got was a actually competent action movie. A little bit boring, but it was actually competent. Wow.
Because here's the thing.
Cary-Hiroyuki was in this.
Dude,
movie.
You want to talk about?
Shaq's son.
You want to talk about?
Son is in the movie, nigga.
Dude, there was a who's who of Asian actors. You got one of them, great character actor. You've probably seen him before. Clyde Kusatsu.
Yes. He was another one, yeah.
I was like, yo, he's in it. Like you said, you see, Professor Tanaka.
who was not credited in the movie. But let's just be honest, guys. Tanaka was going to show up in it.
Listen, Tanaka, as we last talked, he got his ass whooped by gentrified ninjas. So good on him not being somebody's bitch in this fucking movie. Thank God.
Even though on the way he did get taken down by gentrification, he's still all right.
You know what? Okay, now here's the thing about this, right? We always joke about white saviors in movies, right? It's funny about Speakman in the fact that I never felt that he was like played off as the great white hope in this movie.
He only in the sense of that, like there was no other good guys in Koreatown, which I have another problem with. Koreatown.
Yeah, that's some shit that Ice Cube would put in this fucking movie, like Koreatown, dog. Really? All right.
Now, here's my actual problem. It ain't the problem that it's Koreatown or it takes place in a town full of Koreans. Nah. My problem is there's not a fucking Korean in this movie. James Hong, Chinese. Tanaka, Hawaiian, Japanese. Cary, Japanese. Mako, Japanese. Donnie Bosco, fucking Filipino. Like, yo,
I don't see the pattern here, guys.
It's like this. I don't think there was one Korean person in this movie.
Yeah, Branscombe Richmond, another Hawaiian.
Yes, another Korean. We just said
Philip Tan.
Yeah, Philip Tan. He's Filipino, isn't he?
Singapore. He's from Singapore.
Pretty much nobody Korean was in this movie.
Kusatsu, Japanese.
You see the pattern here, folks. You see the pattern.
But at the same time, y'all, this is 1991, so you really should not.
Hollywood really was just like, he's Asian. All right, cool. Fuck,
he's
Korean.
Asian. No, I'm sorry. He's Asian. He's popular. It's 1991. Throw him in there.
Oh, we forgot. Our boy from Die Hard, Al Leong, he's in it.
Al Leong was in this?
Yep. He was one of the dudes at the crop pit bar that Speakman kicked in the face during that fight.
Dang! I'm
Come
sorry,
on, dude. You didn't recognize the mullet?
How did I not? I'm actually shocked I did it. I'm being honest with y'all.
Hey, I was keeping an eye open of a who's who of Asians. There was a lot of Asians. I'm like, I've seen you in another movie.
Yo, son, the second I saw Kusatsu, I was like, yo. Wait, hold on, homie. You in this show too? Who your agent, nigga?
Yo, really, real talk. I was waiting for Ernie Reyes Sr. to fucking pop up in this movie, to be honest with you.
He was the person I was waiting on.
Now, you know the one thing the other thing I liked about this movie is that
Jeff Sakai, Japanese.
Yep. Now, something else I got to point out. The other thing I really liked about this movie was that the movie wasted no time. We immediately got into the meat of the movie within the first 5 minutes.
And you know what? I'm fine with that, though. I am perfectly fine.
Now, CJ, I got to ask you, how did you like how Kim was trying to he was just trying to carry on a nice little phone conversation like with our boy Jeff, and what happens? My man is getting accosted by fucking Gui Chang from Shenmue.
You want to play Lucky Strike?
D is not here. D just left. D just left the podcast. Are we going to really do this?
I'm sorry. Perfect Weapon could have been like the sequel to Shenmue and stuff like Shun-Di has killed my dad. Let's go.
It really was like it was crossing Shenmue Yakuza lines through the whole movie.
I was waiting for fucking Speakman's character to be like, "Would you like to play Lucky Strike?" Yes, I would.
The only thing missing for him would have been for him to be rocking that brown jacket with a tiger on the back.
Man. Complete with him actually punching a tiger in the face. That would have been awesome.
I was about to say the only thing that was missing was when he fought those Chinese. When he was in the dojo, the only thing that was missing was a big old letter show up saying thugs.
It's like, well, Yakuza it is.
It show you how much of a badass he is. Our boy Jeff rides in a Mustang convertible.
Because America.
And hold on, not only does he ride in the Mustang convertible, we see him riding in the Mustang convertible, and we're immediately taken into a flashback blood sports.
Hold up. We had to stop though. Okay, so boy, Mako, he's Kim. He runs a shop, and basically the thugs are like, "Hey, so we're gonna run these drugs through the shop, and we'll pay you." And Kim's like, "No, I run an honest business. I'm not having drugs in here." And they basically been harassing him. And like you said, that's when Jeff is like on his way over there, and like you said, flashback, and we find out Jeff as a kid has anger issues, and he needs something to discipline him. And his dad is like, "I'll send him to military academy." And that's when Kim was like, "Hold on, sir. Both of us are in the military, and we know how shitty that is. So how about I take him to another school?"
Which I think I thought was pretty. Which I
thought a shitty cop. He's like, "Go ahead, do whatever you want."
And which I thought his dad was interesting because he said, "Look, man, he took his mother's death pretty hard. I mean, hell, we all took it pretty hard." I'm looking at his father and I'm going, "Yeah, I get you. We got a Bronx Tales Robert De Niro in here."
You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying. And when he said all that, he's like, "I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Here's me. Hug your son.
Thank you.
Tell him it's be all right. Won't you try with that first, man?"
No. What you do is you take him to Kempo school so he'll learn the martial arts, because that's what you do. You take an angry kid and make him learn martial arts so he control his temper, which...
Yeah, make him learn a deadly form of combat, which we haven't talked about. Kempo. Kempo can fuck somebody up.
Hey, I played enough Virtual Fighter, so I should know.
Hey, I'm playing with Fangway enough to know what it can do.
Put hands on people. Let's go.
Hey, Chris, come on, man. You and I are Batman fans. Batman will kill somebody. You see what Kempo can do.
Lady Shiva killed somebody with Kempo. Last I checked.
Last I checked, man.
You know something that I wanted to point out when they showed his master in the movie. I almost screamed because I thought that was my man Tatsu, but it wasn't.
I wish it was.
I thought it was too, man.
See if it was him. All you were see.
I was like, oh my god, it's Tatsu! Please, like, oh no.
See if it was him. As soon as Jeff asked him, "Master, what can I do?" You know what his answer would have been? Just grunts.
Speaks in grunts.
How did you not have done a meme for that yet, sir?
What? What?
Stares and grunt.
Out of all stares and grunt. Dude, his laugh is legendary. He's had that laugh in every movie that he's been in.
It's like, wow. That's a creepy ass laugh.
Like in case you don't know, that is the I'm gonna fuck you up laugh.
Oh. See, here's the thing. I have a joke here. I know I'm jumping ahead here, but I have to, because I gotta get these jokes off. When he busted up in Kim's room, I was like, well, Kim, might as well bend over, because this is rape time.
Yep, it's a coming.
Yo, because Tanaka is literally... Yo, Tanaka stood in that door with the moonlight showing his shadow on fucking Kim, and I was like, well, there you go.
hate to be the dead joke that Three Black Geeks always do. At least, you know what, Eris? No. I'm not going to do the Ha Davis joke. I'm going to do me and Eris's favorite one. No. It's wiki time now.
Dude, when he pulled out the flower and put it in his pocket, that was him saying, "Do you need to see it?"
Yo, that headbutt, man.
Tanaka.
Oh man!
God, I just envisioned like a 1980s Saturday morning cartoon of him jumping through, of him leaping at the camera, saying, "Tanaka, will be right back."
just a fucking canned laugh of "Oh, Tanaka." Tanaka will be right back after these messages.
Oh, Tanaka, that's your answer for everything. A headbutt.
Yeah, it sure is.
Now here's the thing: we get Jeff.
Tanaka, what are you gonna wear for the prom tonight?
You're gonna wear this headbutt.
Oh, Tanaka.
Tanaka will be back after these messages.
Tanaka, I have a problem. This boy at school won't talk to me. Well, little girl, you have to understand that boys only know one thing. And what's that? Headbutts. Oh, Tanaka.
TGIF will be right back after these messages.
That show lasted 5 seasons.
There's an interview with Tanaka. I personally thought we ran out of material after episode 7. Now, I just got to be honest with you. But, the money was rolling in. The cocaine was good. Would I do it all again?
It's like, ABC paid me handsomely, all right? Jesus.
Hey, man, hey, apparently Disney loves us half Hawaiian and Japanese people.
Hold on. Back up. Did Disney own ABC back in the 90s?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, all right, you're right. All right, never mind. I'm about to say, I was like, when you said Disney, I was like, did they?
Like, dude, what channel? Hold on, what channel do you think the Disney afternoon came on? ABC.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And ABC was like, nah, we're trying to get that syndicated money, man. Let's switch it up. Fuck up the game, man.
Yeah. There's a reason why UPN got the syndication, not ABC. There you go.
Nah, we're gonna fuck up the game a little bit, man. Fuck it up.
UPN was like, we gotta really bolster up our portfolio. We can't just have black shills. Let's contact Disney. Let's get some gargoyles on this shit.
Y'all trying to look, man. Look. We one of the many syndicated stations around the country. We just trying to get some of that bank, bro.
So Jeff is growing up. We see him, graduate all the way up to, he's a black belt and stuff, and interjecting, which is funny during the whole course of this and stuff, is we see him growing up and stuff, and his master gives him a ring. Where it's like a dragon on one side, but he hasn't reached that level to where he can turn the ring around to represent the dragon yet. So
Yeah, it's a tiger on one side and a dragon on the other side.
Yeah.
And fuck you, Eris. Fuck you.
What?
Because you did the same thing I did. When that one scene where he turned it over to the tiger side, did you do what I did? Tiger's out the cage, man.
That wasn't on my mind, but
I was alone in that.
No. It wasn't on my mind, but now that you say that, it is actually funny.
So,
cage, man.
So, here's the thing.
Because the whole time he really wanted to be a dragon. He told him, look, I've shown you the ways of the tiger only. You have to learn the ways of the dragon on your own.
Way of the Dragon, Bruce Lee. Ha, references.
No, when he said that, here's me. No, seriously, he's probably going to murder somebody. You got to tell him how to do that right.
He's an angry white kid. He's going to murder somebody one day.
Oh, man, they shoot schools, bro, when they get upset. Really, come on now.
Now, here's the thing.
I did like how he told him, hey, like tiger always strikes. He struck him again, then dragon always has choices.
And he got blocked with his hand, but you saw the other hand was at his stomach.
I was like, well, you're not quite as fast as you think you are, kid.
He didn't just come at you with one hand. He came at you with hands.
Now, we want to talk about Tiger coming out the cage. So, we cut to him in high school. You know, he's pole vaulting and stuff.
Yeah, because, manly.
Yeah, so he's coming out there, and the jocks being the dick bags that they are, because sometimes jocks tend to do that.
I'm sorry, you say jocks. You mean those 28-year-olds that were in the high school team?
No bullshit. It's like, hey, dude, you be down at the bar pounding fucking Budweisers. What's going on here?
Yo, this scene is so hilarious because they're picking on his brother. His little brother's being a little brother. And basically
fuck you guys, my brother can kick your ass. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up.
I'm sorry, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but when his little brother just kept egging him on, I just could not help but just see that annoying little shit from Sleepaway Camp.
Yo, you too?
Yeah. Like the whole time I'm watching him, I'm like, oh god, it's Angela's brother. That's who this is. This is Angela's brother.
Man.
So
I was thinking the same thing.
So he eggs him on and stuff, and basically his brother's like, hey, I'm Jackie Chan. I don't want no trouble. And it took a fucking backhand. After his brother gives the dude the finger, he backhands him and he's bleeding. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Then his brother kicks the shit out of this dude. Now, this dude had a helmet on. How hard of a kick do you have to be to kick a person in a helmet and they go down for the count?
Dude,
first of all, he kicked him a good, 2-3 times in the head.
With Reeboks on.
With
Reebok. With a shin bone twice, man. He hit it with a shin bone twice. I'm like, yo, this dude came with the fire.
And I mean, come on, and you could tell that shit was real because my man went all slow motion with those attacks.
Yo, and then to make it even better, make that scene even better when he crashed to the ground, Family Guy style, because his leg was twisted the other way, his arm was behind his back. I'm like, yo, he technically folded this nigga, yo. That's amazing.
Get an ambulance, and then it's like, oh, so you almost killed a dude.
His dad did the most simplest thing in the world. Like, I want you out of my house. Okay, first off, homie,
that is such a white people thing, to be honest with you. It's like, wow, you kick your son out the house and he ain't graduate high school? What kind of shit is this?
Oh, yo, no, that's my dad. My dad be like, wow, so you protected your little brother. Uh-huh, all right. Well, lucky for you, they ain't pressing charges. So, that being said, though, son, you knocked that nigga cold out.
Dude,
wow.
See, D saying this, but me and him, we reviewed Black Lightning. There was literally an episode where fucking Jefferson looked at his daughter when she beat the crap out of those 2 chicks at the skating rink. He was like, you really beat 2 chicks? And his wife's Lynn looking at him like, really?
Like, Jeff, like, what? What? I didn't even know what she did.
She beat up 2 chicks. I'm just saying.
I'm proud of my baby girl.
like, look, I taught her how. I taught her well. I taught her how to take care of herself.
That's black.
Not just against one person, but she fought off 2.
That's black fatherhood shit right there. But Jeff's dad, on the other hand, as a white person, no, son, you got to get out the house.
You got to get out of my house. You're too dangerous. He's too dangerous. He protected your son.
He's living on the edge.
Living on the edge.
Now, this would have been me with the second question. Did they even touch you?
Like, damn, boy. You bad shit. Again. Now look at me, son. Look at me, son. They ain't pressing charges. I'm just saying. You gotta be real with that shit. So
I gotta be real. That dude looks so folded on the ground. That shit had me fucking dying. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, that nigga, I was like, yo, that motherfucker is tasting the color purple right now. Like, yo.
Dude, that body was not even, he didn't even move. That's how fucking, I was dying. I was like, yo, this nigga ain't even moving or twitching or nothing. I was like, Jesus.
Okay. It was so, I told this to Chris during football season. I told him how proud I was football players evolved. And I said this for a reason. Because back in the day, back in the 90s, when they used to get in fights, the niggas would take off their helmets and start fighting each other. Now, no, they keep the helmets on and start throwing bows at each other, all the rest of that. I'm like, thank you. You kept the helmet on.
We should kept it on because we don't need an incident.
It's like, yo, because I always said to myself, because I'll never forget, it was somebody on the Eagles took their helmet off, right? And they was fighting somebody on the Cowboys. And the nigga for the Cowboys tried to headbutt his ass. I'm like, yo, he would have connected. You deserve that hit. So why would you take your helmet off?
So, like, again, this must be a long car ride. And you know what? I appreciate this movie for doing that. That's probably why I didn't mind it. Because usually when they do flashbacks, it's flashback, and then after he goes back to real life, he arrives at his destination. I was like, oh, well, this is actually a pretty good long flashback. I'm fine with this.
This was a Bloodsport style flashback where the first 20 minutes of the movie is flashbacks.
I was an asshole about it because every time we would flashback to him in the car and he was driving a little bit, go to another flashback. Every time we would come back to him, I was like this. Yeah, that sure did happen. I kicked the shit out of that kid. Yeah. But I remember when I was at the hospital.
So his master, like you said, did the whole blocking thing in the other arm, and he finally, after that whole little flashback, he gets to his destination, and Mr. Kim is being harassed again. Here comes Jeff to the rescue.
Speak easy.
As he drags a person through a window, I was like, well, there you go.
In all honesty, CJ doing more damage to the store than the guys were.
I know,
Dude,
but
such a 90s thing.
But jump cut to when the dude was about ready to hit him with the Kindle stick, and it just jump cuts to Jeff pulling him through the window. I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Where did one dude flew out the window? I'm like, yo, Mako's gonna be mad as shit, man. Do you know how much it cost to replace the window back in the early 90s?
oh, did you peep the stump leg as Jeff punched it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was beautiful. That was perfect. Perfecto.
No, did you peep the accuracy of the freaking stick throw dude that pulled out a gun?
You know, look, I was telling myself, yo,
that slow motion hit that followed and the gun going off.
As he breaks his stick in half, and now he's waving out Cali sticks.
I loved his reaction after the stick had broken because the stick breaks. He says, convenience. I love this film.
Yo, part that had me rolling though was when Homeboy was backpedaling for the Cali sticks. I was like, I hope he doesn't knock that big ass. Then he did. I'm thinking Marco's like, that's a $500 vase, motherfucker.
There was a point in this fight where Speakman kind of looked like, you know what, I gotta be real about this, and D is gonna laugh his ass off. Jeff Speakman is basically an action version of Nathan Fillion.
When he was in the limo trying to drive away from headbutting the shit out of Mako.
Man, listen, let me tell you something, man. That guy had the evil laugh as he was driving off, and that was fucking awesome.
But he just had that look like, man, it is knocking at the door. I'm 2 corners away from the hideout. I need to hurry up and get home.
Now, I had to wonder here. I'm surprised Mako didn't try to fight him. I am shocked.
Shut up, Eric. Shut the
It's rape time, Mako. Let's go.
Yo, no. I was looking at it. When I see Tanaka in the limousine, I just told myself, you cannot prove to me that nigga was just not blasting Kumo D in there. You cannot prove he was not playing Kumo D in there.
Wild Wild West.
We do need I need a meme of Tanaka driving the limo.
Oh my God. Tanaka look like he's too big to drive anything.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like fat man in a little coat. right.
Dude, he looked like a fat man in a little coat when he busted through the door before he killed Kim and shit. I was like, yo, he looked like fat man in a little coat, but I ain't gonna say it to his face because he'll kill me, so you know.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Nah, man. Man, he one of them old school wrestlers. All he had to do was do that little palm grip.
Yo, real talk, because, you know, I'm jumping in when Jeff went inside the club and he got knocked out and Tanaka grabbed him by the head and he was about ready to kill the death blow. And all of a sudden he's like, hey, don't do it.
Oh, man. Tanaka looked like he one-hands a lot of shit.
One hand slaps his women. One hand slaps him on the ass during sex. There's a lot of one hands that he does.
I don't know. Tanaka look like he doesn't slap a girl on the ass. That's disrespectful. She's making love to him. He respects her boundaries.
So what you're saying is Tanaka just does missionary only. Is that what you're saying?
No, CJ, I got this. He won't smack on the ass, but he'll palm the shit out of it.
Yo, he will. Hold on. These are 1991 Asian women. Okay, there was not that much to palm, but the point is this: he'll lay his hand on them.
Hold on. It's Tanaka, rich, popular, did his thing in the 90s. He was able to get that one anomaly Asian woman.
You know what? I just said Kumo D. He went to the black clubs.
Yeah, he went to the black clubs. There you go.
He that one Asian dude that all the black people are cool with and shit. He just act different.
You got that older black woman. Her name is like Missy or something like that. she got a donkey.
Tanaka secretly has a kid with her.
Like this, it's Dante Bosco. It's Dante Bosco.
Nigga.
It's Dante Bosco.
It's like Dante Bosco's the son. It's like, huh.
Why would my wife see this? Like, hey, it's you. I'm like, he's like, shut up, woman. Runs away in Rufio.
That's perfect.
Yo, to give Dante his credit, he had 2 movies that went to the movie theaters in 1991. Hook, this one. Yep. I got to be honest with you. I think he got paid more in this one than the Hook. I'm being real.
Well, Robin Williams got top billing, and he is of
I got a feeling.
Bro, hold up. You talking about Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman, Bob Hoskins. Yeah, you had 3 people, at least 3 to 4 people that got way more billing.
That nigga got paid in ham and cheese sandwiches and $1.
And if that.
No. Since he was still a kid, he got paid in ham and cheese. He got paid in ham and cheese sandwiches and a Toys R Us gift card.
In fact, I think Fist of the North Star in this movie, he got paid way more than he did in Hook.
Oh, he had to. And if you believe the IMDb page, if that really was George Lucas and character that was dancing on the bridge right there, they got paid more than Dante Bosco in that movie.
Hey, you know what though? I'll say this. I think Dante Bosco carved himself out a pretty good career. Particularly when he got Avatar. I think Avatar is when it kind of like that and American Dragon Jake Long. I think once he started doing voice acting in cartoons, he really kind of like got that second wind.
I'm not going to say he had these knockout performances and like that. And that's no offense to him. I just think that he found his niche, and I'm glad he's still working. Compared to another actor, Ernie Jr. I'm glad that he's like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was just about to ask that question. I was just about to ask. Now, who had the better career during their peak years? Ernie Reyes Jr. or him?
Now, see, that's anything. That's unfair.
Yeah, it's very unfair.
Because I got to be. I mean, great. I don't think Dante ever had a peak year. To be honest with you, that's no offense to him. I just don't think he ever had a peak one.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, not peak years. Or how about just who had it better in the '90s? Him or Ernie?
Ernie, to me, he peaked at Surf Ninjas.
He peaked way early.
Because let's be real about this. He was, because the thing of it is, he's killing it in the 80s. That's the thing. Because like late 80s going into the 90s, he was killing it, and it's just Surf Ninjas. He peaked. Then he did a bunch of TV spots, and that's about it. And then until we saw him in Rush Hour 2, and I was like, hold up, is that Ernie Reyes?
I was gonna say, yeah, we're put up randomly in Rush Hour 2.
I love he ran away and he just hid behind Zing Zai, which made me laugh because he's actually smaller than Zing Zai.
Yeah, Zing Zai actually got some height on Ernie Reyes. I was like, huh.
Ernie, you're like 5'5", are you?
Now, the other thing I want to point out with with our boy Bosco is. Bosco has a character that's legendary, and that's Rufio. To 90s kids, like 80s babies and 90s kids like us, don't always remember Rufio.
Rufio. So I'm sorry, that's like the best part ever. Dustin Hoffman really saying that name.
You know what, Dante? If we ever interview Dante, I'm like, how much pussy did you just get off the name Rufio? And know him
as he laughs, he's like, about 20.
He's like, bruh, not as much as you think. But when I think back on it, oh man, I could have had so many girls. I'm giving you just what he probably going to say too. I could have had a whole lot more if I knew I could flex like that.
I didn't know.
I was a kid. I didn't know.
Let me ask you something. Now ask you something. Even after the filming was done, did you ever walk around with that crazy ass mohawk and the outfit?
See me. I'm gonna look at him like, all right, man to man. Did you get with Tatiana Ali? Just asking. Just asking.
Oh yeah, for faking the funk.
Just asking for inquiries here. Just saying.
Here's what he don't even say. He's like, nah, man. I got an interesting thing to tell you though, man. Much like Robin Williams, Pam Grier, we were told not to look at her on set. Don't make eye contact. We told not to. Like, whoa, what?
Ernie Hudson, man, cool guy.
Ernie Hudson, nice guy, but like Robin Williams and Pam Grier, they told us make eye contact. Here's me, holy shit, Pam Grier's a monster. I'm like, wow. I guess that happens when Richard Pryor does coke on your vagina and you can't have no kids. Look it up, everybody. That's a real thing. Look it up. That's a real thing.
Good old Richard, back when he was all coked up.
Look, the days of fucked up Black Hollywood.
Yeah, so he goes to a gym where I guess apparently it's all Asians. That's just how it is.
No, how you said it apparently.
No. First of all, it's not all Asians. First of all, it's all Koreans.
They made that. I am sorry. Now
hold on. Like CJ, I'm just saying that because it's very, very clear by hanging the Korean flag in every corner of that damn gym.
Yo, and they doubled down. It was like, yeah, man, like Taekwondo. They said Taekwondo at least 3 times in that scene.
To really emphasize it.
Now, what I did like in this scene was, of course, because it's been about 5 minutes since we had some action, we get a fight scene. We get a fight scene in the gym, like between Jeff and, would you believe it, my man, freaking Ho-Sung Pak from WMAC Masters.
I was like, yes.
Ho-Sung Pak. I was like, yes. Finally, somebody from WMAC Masters, other than the Hakeem the Machine, has showed up Black Geeks.
Yo, you will get the interview at some point.
Son, we have tripped over. The only person we have tripped over that has been on WMAC Masters in all of the 3 Black Geek shows we have done was Hakeem, and that's the only one. Nobody else we have tripped over. Ho-Sung, thank you. Finally, we tripped over somebody else, man.
I need a Ho-Sung. Look, I still want to there's still other people I want to trip over. I want to find Panther, Red Dragon. Who is that? Oh, freaking Superstar, and Tsunami.
No. Ho-Sung Pak was Superstar.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. He was. Yeah, you're right.
I'm surprised. That was some surprise. I'm surprised he and New Engine, who is Tsunami. I'm surprised he wasn't in this movie. I mean, let's be real about this. This was like a who's who of Asian stars, and I'm like, how's he not in this show?
Don't we follow him on IG?
I think we do. Yeah.
I don't know. That's something to investigate later.
I think we do, but. Yeah, it's amazing to me. It's like when I saw Ho-Sung Pak, I was like, well, of course it's Ho-Sung Pak. Why wouldn't he be in this movie?
What? I just hope that the next 90s action movie that we come across, I need to see my man who was the WMAC master for so freaking long. Like, he probably had one of the longest runs, I think, next to Hakeem the Machine. And it was a white guy.
Who was that?
It was Red Dragon. Red Dragon was the one that had it. Yeah, Red Dragon and Hakeem were pretty much neck and neck on who had it for the longest time. Easily. God, much as we talk about WMAC Masters, that has to happen soon too. But anyways, so we basically get the 3-on-1 fight, and if Jeff wins, he gets answers.
AKA the 3-on-1 fight from freaking Sleeping Dragons. Sleep Hogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of sleeping. You're right about that. There was a bunch
Now
of
I
sleeping.
like how Homeboy was just really starting to chomp at the bit when he told Jeff, "All right, I'll agree. Full contact, no gloves." It's like, okay. I mean, I think he knows what full contact is, but okay. And I was
okay.
Now I like how he basically threw Jeff off by immediately just kicking him in the stomach, like, all right, it begins now. And I'm like, okay, wow, throw some pocket sand in his face since you're already at that point.
I mean, my man was getting it. It was a whole bunch of yelling and a whole bunch of missed kicks.
Hey, you know what though? I will admit I did genuinely enjoy this fight though. Fights and stuff, and like I said, Jeff is struggling. He ain't necessarily washing these guys. He's getting his ass whooped too. He finally gets his answer. He says, "Oh yeah, they're at this club and stuff."
He goes to I like how you go in the club. You see the crocodile just swimming in a big. I'm like, yo, why are all these Asian clubs back in the '90s and the late '80s? They made it seem like, oh man, they're just so wild.
It's the seedy underground of the Asian clubs.
Yo, and it makes it so bad when he starts to fight. I love how when he starts to fight, he knocks the one guy out. One dude runs right directly at the bar, use the bar to lift up to jump kick him in the face. It is one of the greatest things I have seen ever. Yo.
So the numbers game isn't working, and then Jeff gets knocked to the ground. And that's when Tanaka comes in there, and he's about ready to hit them with the death blow, and a mysterious person tells him no, and basically tells him, hey, throw him out. Now he gets thrown out. Now, what I skipped was, so Jeff's brother, now his father told him earlier in the movie when he was flashback, like, hey, I don't want you around your brother because your brother clearly is influenced by you and stuff, and he's just as headstrong as you, so I don't need that type of stuff around him. So when he meets his brother's a cop now, and he's just as headstrong as he is there, and Jeff actually backhands his ass.
Because of course he's a cop.
Yeah, Because at one point, after Kim's death, he's walking in there talking to what's his face, and he sees his brother, and he's like, Jeff, and he's like, hey, what's going on? I'm back in town.
He looks so embarrassed sitting on that couch.
It's like, why am I here?
Like, why are you here? I can't talk right now. I gotta go.
So, anyways, yeah, he gets booted out. Which, by the way, it's our boy I mentioned earlier, the Hawaiian dude, and he gets washed pretty quick. Just swing and a miss. So yeah, he gets thrown out. And at this point, that's when Jeff is also trying to figure out, okay, what's happening. And that's when James Wong comes out of nowhere. Now here's the thing about him.
James Wong has played every Asian in every movie ever.
He plays young, and off the break, you could tell he's a bad guy.
But he frames himself as a good guy because he tells them that there are four bosses in Koreatown, and one of them has a Japanese name, and I just ignored it. I'm like, you know what, whatever, movie, you don't care, I don't care. And he said, and the other one is named you. He said, what about you? He said, like, I'm him. But I wanted to protect Kim at all costs because they was going to screw him over. Here's what you do: go find out who did it. So he takes him over to a club, and that's when we see Shang Tsung just chilling, eating some fish. Oh, no, he wasn't eating in that scene.
He was walking out of the club.
Got that wrong. He was walking out of the club
with one of his partners, and he said, "That's him, the one on the right."
Yo, he rolls up on this nigga as the old school seatbelt, automatically come over, be put over you. I love those back in the day. But anyway,
weren't they first in like all the old Mercedes?
I remember them being in all the.
It was a Mercedes.
I remember them being in the Chryslers too. But anyway, whatever. But as he's about to come around, and Speakman just comes behind him and starts choking about and telling him where is, who is, where is he? Where is he? I don't know. Swear to who? Swear to me. That whole little thing.
Swear to me.
Anyway,
real talk though. I like how Young just tries to really tell this story like, yes, me and Kim, we were best of friends. And da-da-da-da. And I was like, come on, dog. You really buy this shit?
I'm like, anybody else buying this?
You know, I was buying it for 2 seconds and I realized, like, wait a minute, James Hong, he was like the third person in the credits. Oh, nah, he's the bad guy. And
second of all, is like when I see James Hong tried to convince Jeff that we were friends. I wanted to protect him. Bruh,
he says it in such a way, though. It's like not even believable.
No. He's not even saying it in such a way. I'm looking at him like, Jeff, that is David Lopan telling you this story. Won't believe it.
Lopan. Thank you for that, Chris. Speaking of
Mr.
credits.
Button.
Speaking of credits, some of you may asking yourself, hey, y'all guys have been talking a lot. Where's Mariska Hargitay at? My favorite MILF. Let me tell you something. She's in this movie. She has no speaking parts, and I mean it. She says nothing in the movie.
She's there to look pretty, and that's about it.
Yo, she might not even be credited in the credits at all. How did she get top billing in this movie? Is beyond me. She doesn't.
She was also barely in the movie.
I mean, no, she was not even there. She was just there.
She was there at one point when they were walking out of Kim's place, the funeral place, and he's looking at her and stuff. I'm like, okay.
Son,
he sees her there. He sees her at the dojo. No, sorry. She sees him from the dojo, him walking out of Kim's place. We only see her. She says no dialogue whatsoever.
Yo, you know what? You might as well, every time she shows up, you might as well have that weird pan flute play that was in Ninja Turtles. Do, 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 do. Yo, she is not there at all. So that being said, I got that out of the way. My favorite MILF, one of the best actresses, one of the highest paid actresses on television today, Mariska Hargitay, does not say one fucking thing in this movie. She might as well not be there. Also, interesting enough, she's my one that I get my wife, but my wife has to be in the room where I bang her. Anyway,
well, your wife certainly loves to be a voyeur, so I give her that.
Hey Chris, you say that. Mariska's hot. Mariska's like 54 and still got it going on. So.
Well, I told you before, if you're not racist, you tend to age pretty gracefully as a white person.
You know, we are not racist.
I agree with that.
Not racist. Nothing adds
well,
on.
You show your age as you get older, sure, but it's not going to be as bad as if you're racist. That's all I'm saying.
In other words, I will say this: the way she looks, Mila Kunis is going to last for a while. I say that because they're both like Russian and like Romanian and shit like that.
Now D says that. Meanwhile, I'm like, hey D. She don't got shit on Diane Lane, so there you go.
Hey, Chris, you can go home with your Diane Lane fetish. I cannot wait until her first crow's feet so I can put that in her face. Because, look, here's the sad part about that. And Chris, this is me giving your girl credit. I know she's going to be 70 when that happens. So, look,
we're still fact that they have to put old makeup on her speaks volumes.
I have never seen that happen ever to a white woman. They had to put old makeup on her to make her look older than what she is. How is it that Diane Lane is in her middle age and she still can pass for 30? That is amazing, man. Yo, does she know the same? Does she know it's the same doctor that was in what was that movie with Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep? What was the name of that? Death Becomes Her.
Yeah.
Does she know the same doctor? Does she does the same voodoo that freaking Pam Grier does?
You know what though, D? You know what, D? You know what the secret is? She was married to the Highlander himself, Christopher Lambert.
You know what, Chris? I would have a joke for that, but I don't. I actually don't. I think I used that joke on one of the other podcasts we had where you gushed over Diane Lane like you always do.
Yeah, Diane Lane, we're gonna come to find out she has like a harem of women that she just sucks the life force out of them and shit.
Oh my god! She's white, so she has to do it double as much as Pam Grier has to.
Pam Grier makes no bones about it. She's just looking at Quentin like, "Hey, Quentin, you gonna put me in another black movie? Let's go." I'm
gonna do it my sexual brown chocolate. And then you look, we say all about voodoo and all that. So Angela Bassett, what do? I work out. I don't know what the rest of you hoes is doing.
Because I gotta be real about this, right? I know we're sidetracking here, but I have to say this, right? How is it that Pam Grier did not suck the life of Bianca Lawson in Bones? How did that not happen?
I think that happened. Actually, I think that probably did happen. We just don't know about it. We would never.
Bianca Lawson hasn't aged, and I'm like, how the fuck did that work?
Easy. Don't be in movies and don't be in movies. Don't be in the public eye. That's how that happened.
I saw Bianca Lawson and fucking Queen Sugar, and I was like, damn, you haven't fucking aged a bit. What the hell, man?
She probably like this. I've been around. Like how long? Like how old are you, Bianca? Oh, leave me alone. How old are you, Bianca? She looked both ways. I actually been alive since 1614. I'm sorry, what? And she tells you this long tale of how she was in the slave ship.
It's like fucking the interview with the vampire, and after that we have it on tape, and all of a sudden, now I'm gonna have to kill you.
It was like, oh shit. Then we hop in the car, and then Tom Cruise comes out of nowhere.
It's like, Tom Cruise, what are you doing here?
Fucking Lestat shows up.
And all of a sudden, Lestat fucking replaces me in 3 Black Geeks, and y'all would never know.
Oh Lord. Anyway, all right.
We just did an interview with the vampire joke. Now let's talk about Jeff's ninja skills entering this Korean guy's place and stuff, because he saw snakes into this building, and I think it was awesome.
I'm surprised no motherfucker on the street passing by in a car like, hey, asshole. Nobody did that.
It's a white guy hanging outside your building there, boss.
This motherfucker climbs up because there's a elevator attached to the side of the building.
Almost got crushed.
It looks so awkward. Anyway, he solid snakes his way into the building. He beats up a room full of bad guys. He's about to go in the room with the big boss, about to kill him in front of kids. Luckily, Rufio comes out of nowhere like, hey, stop, this is my
granddad. What are you doing, dude? No.
He was like, oh, snap, my bad. He was, and for a man that almost got neck snapped, he is very willing to tell him, no, I'm going to help you out, my nigga.
And then makes a very kind of like deal that where he's questioning like, that wasn't a good deal.
Who told you that? Like, wait a minute. Who told you that?
You come into my house. You attempted to take my life in front of
Who
children.
told you this? Young.
Let live. And I'm letting you go with knowledge and one of my people. Not a very good deal for me.
Here's me. I got to be honest with you. I understand he's got a small role, but that took all of his acting ability. That looked like it took all of his acting ability to do. But yo, it was like, who told you this shit? Young, this nigga. He the one that killed Kim. Are you serious? Yeah. Everybody, no, and I like how Dante like, yeah, the whole hood know that shit.
Man, you know what, man? Dante really was coming close to saying the whole hood knows, basically. He's like, everybody knows.
I also did like that, I did like that that Yun was, he was the only one to go ahead and name drop the title of the movie.
You're the Pepin. Ha! He said the name of the movie. Yay.
I woke the shit up out of Angie when I did that. So I'm like, he said it.
Angie looked at you like, really? Really?
No, she didn't wake up for that. I'll tell you what the one she woke up for. The one she woke up for was last night when I was watching Firestorm, and Howie Long, early in the movie, it makes the perfect Firestorm. He said it. And she's like, shut the fuck up and go to sleep, G.
Oh, man. So it's like, so they're having a conversation, and that's when he tells them, hey, you can, take, Rufio with you, and he could tell you where Young is. And then that's when him and Rufio have their little bonding moment where he's like, yeah, I knew. We're both the same. My mom died when I was 10, just like your mom's did. Hey.
I like how, but you sound like I'm like, now this is where it becomes white savior to me, because like this, hey, man, I've been through the same thing you've been through. Like, dude, you were middle class and white. He like, are we really doing this? His granddad is a mob boss.
Yeah, they're having the little buddy cop moments and stuff. Yes, I'm calling it buddy cop moment because that's basically what this is and stuff. And that's
weird idea where he's basically saying that I need you to identify who Tanaka is.
Tanaka.
And he was like, look, I need you to identify who Tanaka is. And like, wait a minute, I'm not going to snitch no cop, and which is good because his granddad told him not to snitch, which is a great thing. But basically he said, nah, what I'm going to do is we're going to snitch on him, we're going to get him, then I can corner him, and I can take care of Tanaka myself. And he's like, oh, shit, bet. I'm like, that's a lot of variables, man. I don't know if that can work, but whatever. So they go undercover with his brother. I mean, his brother basically say, we're going to drive around. When we see the limo, I need you to identify him. If that's him, we're going to go in and, chase him down and all that. So they get down to a bank. And, oh, man, I hate the scene takes longer than it should because they're in two separate lanes. But there's a woman in front of them who drops the little canister that you get out of the banks, and it's full of change. I'm like, of course, whatever. But finally, when she moves out the way, he's like, all right, we're in position. Rufio, some newspaper.
With 2 eye holes in it.
With 2 fucking eye holes in it.
Tanaka's like, wait a minute. There's something suspicious about this. And dips.
Tanaka doesn't like what he sees and drives the fuck off.
Stares in laughter.
No.
That wasn't some hot as like fucking firecracker loud ass shit that Rufio
he made
pulled.
the block hot. Yo, real talk. This chase sequence. Why does Tanaka look so unimpressed during this chase sequence?
No. First off, before they pulled off, Tanaka saw that. Tanaka was like, 45% off when it comes to Christmas ham. That sounds like, wait a minute, those are 2 eye holes. Yo, he looks so unimpressed. You say he looks so unimpressed, drove off? No, he looks unimpressed all the time.
Yo, because when they cut to him as he's driving, it's like, hey, Tanaka, show some enthusiasm here. I get you, you're a big guy, but what's going on here?
What's enthusiasm?
He's like, all right, I show some enthusiasm. Rolling down the highway. Rolling the highway. Born to be wild.
Yeah, I gotta be real about this. Tanaka looks like
born to be wild.
I don't know. Tanaka looks like he was playing NWA's "Fuck the Police" during his chase sequence. That's just me.
Actually, I was gonna say he was playing that song. Oh God, who was that? Oh God, was Cool G Rap Road to Red Riches?
Hey, shout out to Tanaka though, man. That dude can drift like the best of them.
Yo, doesn't he? He drifted that fucking limo, man. That Joe tipped over though. But the best part about that was, and I thought we was going to get a gold Stone Cold moment, was that he slid right into what do you call it? One of those carriers with all the cars on it.
Yeah, the car carriers basically.
Car carriers. He slid into that thing, and a car fell on top of his car. And when the car fell on top of his car, I'm like, yo, explosion. Nothing happened. But something as ridiculous happened.
Saw the gas leak. No explosion.
Yeah, saw the gas leak, all that. I'm thinking like, yo, where's the explosion? No, we see something equally as fucking ridiculous. The car that was on top of him falls off because Tanaka opened the door and he muscles out of the car. I'm like, bruh, he sold a car accident. Awesome.
Yo, he Ultimate Warrior the shit out of that stuff.
Yo, then he gets out. Look, then he gets out. The cops, all the cops surround him. His Speakman's brother takes out a taser and warns him. I was like, yo, that is not going to take it down for shit.
You gotta be real about this. Can I be real about this and stuff? I like how he just walked towards the cops, and if that was a black dude, the cops would have shot his ass. Like, resisting arrest.
Yeah, said the same thing. They would have shot him if he was a dude, man.
Nah,
but anyway,
big,
this is
big
the
Asian
80s.
dude though. I like how it's like, why would you touch the guy to put cuffs on him? That shit ain't gonna work. He's just gonna judo, and there he goes. He judo shot of him.
No, they finally took him the second time. I'm like, y'all got lucky as hell, man. I bet he hope he don't wake up.
Hey, but I do love that old school taser though.
That thing was big as shit, man. It looked like, well, you know the little when you store and they use that thing to mark down prices. That's what it looked like.
Dude, Tanaka did the fucking Harlem Shake when he got tased. Yeah, because we shrugged them shits off. It reminded me of that shit that me and D always says, I'm gonna get you later, bitch.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I know, man. The first time you got that, and then look, it was like, and when Big Brother's like, no way. Right there, I heard in my head, I'm gonna get you, bitch. This shocked him again. He fell down like a ton of bricks, which is amazing. And I told myself, that can't be the way Tanaka gets taken out in this movie. Of course not.
My thing is this. Why would you put Tanaka in the backseat of a car with just two cops? Wouldn't you put him in the back of a SWAT van?
Well, just
he Goldberg shake that shit off.
Do that because Tanaka wakes up. And, yo.
Uh-oh, you cut out, D.
Yo, he no-sold the power of a metal. Huh?
Oh, you cut out a little bit. Yeah, now you're good.
Oh, my bad. Why this nigga no-sold the power of a metal cage and just broke the cage, busting one of the cops in the back of the head and hitting Speakman's brother? The whole car flips over, and we call him Speakman's brother. That's John Dye. John Dye has been in a bunch of stuff during the 90s. He was touched by an angel. We all seen him. And look, and some of y'all know him from the 80s movie that we might do one day, Best of the Best. You probably know him in that movie too.
I just want to say really quick, Tanaka gave that freaking fence to Mike Ross.
Yo,
real talk though. I like how courteous he was to get out the back seat when the car flipped over and close the door.
And look, man, Tanaka, if anything, is a gentleman and a proper person. Okay, if anything, that's why he had a rose. I'm not a rose. That's why he left a flower every time he killed a person. That's a signature, and that's him being a nice person. You know, you got to respect that.
Yeah, definitely got to respect that. I give you that. Now, here's the thing. He visits his brother and stuff, and that's when
I love his brother. He's like, man, it's my fault. No, it's not your fault, man. I'm like, good old 90s.
It really was my fault. First of all, the kid never saw Tanaka kill him. He never saw it. I just said that, and I was just using you. He's what, a cop, FBI agent? Either way, you did the taxpayers' money trying to put this sting operation together.
Thank you, Eric, for using the proper term. You just wasted the taxpayers' money.
Now, here's the thing. We get a montage of Jeff strapping up for his final fight.
AKA material for the trailer.
Yeah. This dude got Cali sticks. He put a knife inside of his boots, which I didn't know he was wearing boots until we saw that. And I'm like, oh, he got Walker Ranger boots. All right, cool. So basically what we end up finding out is we find out that Kim, he's trying to skip town. So he's trying to kind of get some money and stuff. That's why Tanaka went to bank. Because, once Kim goes to Korea, then basically Jeff can't avenge his master. He can't avenge, he can't avenge Kim because Young is going to go to Korea, basically.
You know what? That made me think. Why did he not try to, roll out America sooner?
Well, because he didn't expect Whitey over here to actually come in and ruin everything. So
You know what, Chris? Your racism does not belong here. Does not belong here. I love white people that say.
Hey, I'm sorry, white folks. If you listen to this and you get offended, I don't care. I really don't care.
Look. It actually was the scene in the dojo that I said that where he said, "I got the white boy first." I was like, "Oh, racist."
Tired of people saying white people all the time. I'm just tired of it.
I'm a Caucasian, not a white boy.
Oh man. But anyway, so basically Jeff gets to the factory and he uses his pole vaulting skills to get over the wired fence as he lands on the fucking cop outside there and stuff, which was hilarious.
Actually, no, he lands on the other side. He's like, still works. And he just punches the cop in the face.
2 days of retirement, just punch in the face.
Yeah.
So basically,
How would you like to tell your wife what happened? What happened like that last night, baby? You won't believe this. This motherfucker pole vaulted and just knocked my ass out. I don't think I can work there, no, baby. I don't think I can work there anymore.
So Jeff does his best version of Streets of Rage and basically goes to town inside this little factory, kind of working up to the boss, the mini boss, essentially. And you know,
in case anyone can't tell, this is actually a combination. This is it's a combination of Streets of Rage. It's Axel working his way through through the docks to appear to the boat to get to Mr. X.
Now, I did feel he kind of took out those Cali sticks a little too early during this whole sequence, but I was fine with it. You know, I was expecting him to.
No, you know, you're right, because he wasted those Cali sticks on factory workers. These guys only get paid $12 an hour, and you just hurt these guys for no reason, man. really think about
for the factory workers, they should all be given a maximum of 2 hits per person.
No, this motherfucker went off on like 4 of them.
Well, correction, D, 5.
He sees before he even gets to James Hong. The part that I laugh at was the dude that was on the catwalk with the machine gun.
Oh Jesus!
He pulls out a machine gun. He sees Jeff. He takes his shots at him. Jeff, I'm wondering why he's pulling out both of his knives. Both knives, throws one, and this guy, genius, decides to look off in the direction where that knife is going, only to get pieced out by the second knife that was thrown at the same time.
No.
Hey guys, I hate to bring up a person that nobody likes talking about right now, but I'm reminded of John Tron when he put up that number 10. 10. That's how it was, bro.
Now, I'll say this: just fight with Shang.
It ain't often where a goon gets hit with an okie doke like that. So I respected that.
Yeah, I'll say this: just fight with Shang Tsung. I gotta admit, I enjoyed it, though it sucked that basically. You know what? It's funny. Jeff didn't kill him. It was basically, all right, I broke your leg and I knocked you out.
Was I the only one when he put him in the headlock? I was like this. Your soul is born.
Now here's the funny part. Jeff is beating on fucking Kim, and Tanaka has the worried face like, oh shit, I'm gonna get fired for this, ain't I?
Yo, Tanaka was in the boat playing 2 Live Crew.
To make it worse, tomorrow's my day off.
Ain't this about a bitch?
Man, I can't wait till we go back to Korea, man. Yo, it's been a minute since wait a minute, what the fuck going on? Oh shit, that white boy back. Man, this is what I get for being late as shit.
So that's when Jeff is about.
Hey, Chris,
yeah.
How much you bet he was playing 2 Live Crew in that speedboat?
Okay, Dean, is this something we're gonna do now with Tanaka for every time we see him in a movie and he's operating some kind of machine or vehicle? He's playing some just niggerish black song.
All right, first off, 2 Live Crew is not niggerish; it's coonish. Second of all, yes, that's what we're gonna do.
Now,
Professor Tanaka is a fan of hip hop.
Now, here's the thing. So as he's jacking up Young and stuff, and he's getting in his shit, he decides, all right, I'm not going to kill you. Turns his back and walk away, and Young does the whole Dale Gribble, sha pocket knife, bam!
It's sand.
Yo, he stabbed.
Can I also point out something really quick? Can I point out something really quick about going back to Shang Tsung? Shang Tsung, here's where you fucked up. Hold it. You were hiding around the corner. You pulled out a gun. You had Jeff dead to rights. Why did you talk? I know you probably weren't allowed to kill him, but nigga, a flesh wound, a shot to the ankle, a kneecap shot, something to incapacitate him before the boss gives you the go ahead to kill him. Just something.
This dude said kneecap shot.
You could have shot my nigga in the foot. That's the best way you do it. They can't go nowhere.
Look, I'm just trying to say, you want to immobilize him. Because having him mobile, even with a gun pointed at his face, is still not smart.
It still ain't smart. Thank you, Eris. It's still not smart. And
I'm sorry to do this, but I am pointing out I'm pointing out the dumbassery of villains in movies. Like, you have a gun, you're talking, you're already fucked up. At this point, you might as well shoot your damn self.
Well, I mean, let's be real about this. Any shot that would have hit Jeff, he would have just Super Cena mode himself out of it anyway, so it don't matter.
See, CJ, the case.
That pocket back to the side of his stomach.
Now hold on, CJ. Even if that was the case, even if he did like Super Cena mode, my point is that he did what he's supposed to do as a villain. You shoot this motherfucker before something happens.
Yeah, the great Morgan Freeman said it. Shoot this motherfucker.
I thought the great Morgan Freeman said, "I just want the pussy."
Both are very relevant.
You know what? It's sad that 3 Black Geeks this year, we have been prophets.
We just did a Morgan Freeman movie.
Dude, we have been prophets this whole entire year. Think about it. We mentioned that there was a heist movie inside of a hurricane, and guess what happened? We mentioned certain actors, and they came up news in some certain way. We finally did a movie starring Morgan Freeman, and what happens? Well, Morgan Freeman, that's me. I allegedly put my hands on a lot of women. Now, there's a lot of stories that's going around. Yes, I did put my hand on one of them. Her name was Jessica. Boy, oh boy, she had a big old booty. Jessica, or Jessie as I would call her.
Yo, we have been prophetic when it came to some of these actors and some of the crap in Hollywood, man. We will mention people when they have a new movie or something. So I'm just saying, man, stick with 3 Black Geeks. Some shit's gonna go down with people if you listen to us long enough.
Oh man, if something comes out about fucking Don King from Rocky V, I'd be like, well,
really? What, Richard Gant? What's gonna come out with Gant, man? What, he's gay or something? Oh my god, I can't say that out loud.
Don't say that. Richard Gant pops up at the Beach Wars like, hey guys, you might remember me from blah 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 movies.
This is my boyfriend. Like, holy shit.
But going back to what you were saying earlier, CJ, he could have Super Cena mode, but my point is just that. You shoot him. You actually did something first. You didn't stand there with a gun. You didn't run your mouth. You did something. You at least tried to do something.
Yeah.
You know what's bad? You know what's bad when anime villains make more than these villains in these movies?
So here's the thing. So Jeff fights Tanaka. So as I said, Young did the pocket sand shit and come to find out he stabbed the knife in Jeff. Jeff is faking like, oh, you got me. You hit my Cali sticks.
Ah, damn. Didn't think about it.
So Tanaka gets on there. He gets on shore. We see him and stuff. And yeah, he puts hands on Jeff big time.
Oh my God. And this fight, I gotta say, Jeff actually finally got a fight that he wanted. He had to deal with his version of freaking Bolo and Tanaka because Tanaka gave it to him.
Gotta be real, Bolo can at least kick and do a lot of stuff. You know, Tanaka is basically a walking tank.
Tanaka, just real talk, man. He's a freaking WWF wrestler back in the early 90s. Strowman. Hard swing, moving slowly. Oh,
it's like Ralph and Clark from KOF and shit. It's like, yeah, they're heavies. They'll just throw your ass all day. That's all he really did to Jeff was just throw him around, punch him in the back.
He threw that around too, man. He threw his ass around too, bro.
Jeff tried to do some parkour, didn't quite work out for him.
But then one of the most amazing deaths.
If anybody knows anything about Tanaka, you can throw punches and kicks at him. He has super armor.
Yeah, well, hold up though. Except in the nuts area, he hasn't figured out how to protect his nuts.
And unless you are 3 gentrified ninjas, he's got super armor.
Yeah. But again, you kick him in the nuts, he's not protected there. That's amazing.
I'm just talking about every time that someone throws a punch or a kick at him, he just walks right through it.
I mean, did you enjoy how he had those chains and the chains just hit stuff and it sparked?
Yeah. When I looked at that, I said, "Yeah, I love the foreshadowing sparks I'm seeing here."
An Asian Ghost Rider over here and shit.
So that being said, guys, we have including this movie, in the last 4 movies, we seen a guy get blown up with a hot dog. We seen a guy yell Well, before a fucking rogue gas, a rogue gas fight.
Rogue tank.
We see the guy almost get his head chopped off by a motor. And in the last movie, we see a stupid surprise priest getting a gunshot to the stomach. What we're about to describe, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the greatest ways to kill anybody.
Let me preface it with this. Can I preface it with this? I'm going to have to invite Tanaka to the cookout. I know he's dead, but we're going to have to invite him to the cookout because he busted out a black maneuver such as, I'm going to take this belt and whoop your ass. I know he has a knife on the end, but I'm going to wield this shit as though I'm whooping your ass because you got bad grades.
Yeah, broke out the belt with a knife attached to it.
I got to give it up. He gets a B+ for me in ingenuity.
For that, God rest that man's soul. Tanaka, we have an honorary
cookout plate for you.
Cookout for you.
Yo, real talk. The fact that you're not in the WWF Hall of Fame is setting me off right now because of that shit.
You know who's going to end up pushing them in? Like, fucking the Usos.
Like, I can mention Vince like, Usos, you can do it. That nigga's Japanese, man. What you talking?
Close enough.
That's terrible. Anyway.
It's Vince. Come on now. You know what it is.
As soon as he threw it at that propane tank and it got stuck, Tanaka's laughing at him like, you silly American. Throws it at he is just inhaling all of that propane gas. He's just sucking it in like it ain't nothing. Swinging the knife, Jeff, seeing that one piece of chain on the ground, picks it up and throws it at the exposed gas tank, causes a spark, and we get fire, my only weakness.
It is impressive because what happens, it happens just so quickly. Just ping.
Now, here's the thing. So, what happens is we end this movie with Jeff finally showing his dad he's so self-restrained by not killing Young.
But he did set a man on fire, and I don't give a fuck what you said. He killed him.
But he managed to spare Shang Tsung.
He knocked out Shang Tsung, so yeah.
He knocked him out. Hey, D, so he killed two people. He killed Tanaka, and he killed somebody else inside that factory. What do you mean, D? I'm sorry. I'm going off of Goku Berta rules. He knocked out one of those dudes so bad, he's going to have a heart attack and die. Much like Berta's back was broken. He was dead.
This movie wraps itself up pretty well with, we get the understanding nod from his father. We get the kid saying, "Hey, you didn't kill him. You were supposed to kill him, man." And because the movie loved that song so much, snap, play. I got the power. Like all while we're seeing once again the girl that would be his love interest, like Dee's favorite MILF, saying nothing. I'm thinking she's going to get one line of dialogue. Not even in the ending, she got nothing.
Oh, Nathan, not a thing.
This movie actually did pretty good in the box office.
Yeah,
it did.
This speaks to the volume of the fact that you will always find a gem somehow, some way, and it got mixed reviews, which is to be expected for this kind of movie. But I mean, shit, it worked out. It's a pretty entertaining movie.
I'm actually shocked. I'm like I said, I'm really shocked that it made us money. I'm trying to see what it had to go up against, man.
The guy that directed Kick.
So the movies that it had to...
If you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I know.
The movies that it had to go on. So Perfect Weapon debuted at number 6. In front of it, at number 5 was The Hard Way. Number 4, Class Action. Number 3, Sleeping with the Enemy. Number 2, New Jack City. Number 1, Silence of the Lambs.
Wow.
Yeah, and New Jack City. What week was New Jack City in at this point? Because I can't see it. But, it was in the second week. It was the second week, and Silence of the Lambs was in his 5th week.
I gotta give this guy credit. I mean, this guy has done some movies. I mean, Bloodsport, Kickboxer, Death Warrant. I fucking love Death Warrant. Perfect Weapon. He had a pretty good run of
years,
4 years of movies.
So yeah.
Yo, he wrote Kickboxer Vengeance. No wonder that movie was actually pretty bad.
You gonna say pretty good? Like, yeah, bring it in.
It's not that bad. I actually did enjoy Kickboxer Vengeance. I ain't gonna lie. I actually did enjoy that movie. So yeah, good on him.
This movie is surprisingly well done. I cannot say again, Eris, how clutch this was. Because this saved us a lot of time from basically just saying, well, that was a movie.
You know what's funny? We talk about the whole cinematography. The guy did the cinematography for Hard Target. He did the cinematography for this movie.
See, there was actually care put into this movie, and that's actually pretty awesome, man. That is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah. This guy's been. He did a lot of movies. Lawnmower Man, fucking True Lies.
Damn, he did
Titanic.
Lawnmower.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Wow.
Well, wait a minute. The dude that did cinematography to this did the cinematography for
Titanic.
Wow. I'm sorry for this. That is
and the Avatar movies. Holy shit.
Cameron's Peoples, then, man.
Cameron. Oh, he did it. He did it for our favorite movie, Triple X Return of the Beach.
Oh, good. He did cinematography for that. Yeah, dude, retire. You got shitty. You got.
He did Ant-Man. I like, you know what though? I like how his wiki though in IMDb was like, he's also tapped for Avatar 2 and 3. Those movies.
Mako, Hong, and Kosatsu, and Bosco were all a part of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Wow, that's kind of funny.
That's awesome, actually. I'm like, yo, that's
all of them voiced in Avatar. Well, I mean, much like this movie, they're Asian. Put them in there.
Yeah, might as well. Funny thing is also too, one of the producers. I gotta give him credit, man. This dude moved on to big things because he jumped on stuff like X-Men and iRobot and the Planet of the Apes films.
Oh, he ended up working for Fox, did he?
Yeah,
that's basically.
He went from Paramount and was like, "Fuck you, Paramount. We want a bigger and better thing."
We have 2 more movies before we go into our summer series, and it's a great way of doing it. We're gonna make you laugh, and the next movie we're gonna do is the 2 movies that we got going. One is going to give Chris ultimate pain, and the other one is going to give him ultimate pleasure. Next, we're going to do ultimate pain for Chris. We're doing the Negro classic, Booty Call. You can breathe hard all you want, nigga. You said yes to this shit.
No, I said yes only because I wanted to talk about Vivica Fox and her nympho aspects and stuff, but that's about it.
And Vivica Fox and nympho, nigga, you whatever. You want to say more?
I'm just saying, fuck you and Jamie Foxx's braids. That's all I'm saying. Putting that out there.
You should say fuck you and Jamie Foxx's inaccurate hairline that he got going on.
When Jamie Foxx thought he was funny. There you go. That's it.
There you go, man. Somebody's spiteful because any other time you would defend him. Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't Ray, but Booty Call was a year where I'm like, Jamie Foxx really thought he was something special, huh? Because I gotta be real about this. I gotta be real.
Jamie Foxx special. It was more so Hollywood thought they had something.
No. You know what it is? I really felt Jamie Foxx was trying to be like Bill Bellamy, and I don't like Bill Bellamy, so that's probably what it was. I think that's what it was.
How you got that? Okay.
No, I'm just saying in terms of his mannerisms and stuff, they kind of were almost like that, except I guess you could say Jamie Foxx was a little like goofier. If that makes sense.
I guess.
Yeah. So Booty Call. Yay.
Both this and How to Be a Player did come out around the same time of each other.
Yeah. But hey, Bernie Mac is in Booty Call, so that's the silver lining of it all. So there you go.
CJ, he's in both of those movies.
I know. He's the best thing about those movies too.
Mac had nothing to do. All right, man.
But anyways, Perfect Weapon. Go watch it. See ya. Peace.